Welcome to the Garth Riley Show. Good to have you with us. You know, during breaks, actually, we end up cracking ourselves up, and that's what I was doing because apparently I can't talk. And those of you who watch the show over the years know that to be true. God knows that there's a hope for anybody to have a possibility of having a successful business. My guest today, Sheena Repath, is actually from a company called Ideal Samples. In segment one, we talked about, you know, her getting going in the fashion industry and what it took for her to break through the groundwork. And now she has a company that helps people take their ideas when it comes to soft goods and get them to marketplace, which is what you specialize at, Sheena.
Absolutely.
People come to you because they have an idea or they have a concept, or tell me who walks across the door.
Well, it's primarily entrepreneurs, individuals. Maybe they've been laid off, or maybe they're just not satisfied where they are in current day, and they've got this idea that's kind of been keeping them up at night, and they're ready to do something about it.
It's like ShamWow?
It's exactly like ShamWow, except I haven't come across a ShamWow just yet.
No?
No, but you know what? There's lots of people out there with whether it's a completely innovative product, or sometimes it's just a revamp on something that's already in the marketplace.
And then what happens? So they come to you, they've got this idea, and now there's a lot of moving parts to getting a product to market. Lord knows we all have figured that out when we are marketing anything.
Yes.
So you actually then say, great idea, here's the rest of the stuff you got to do.
Yeah. Well, and not so much. We don't try to scare them away because a lot of people are quite apprehensive at the beginning anyways. Is it a good idea? How much is it going to cost? Can I actually do it? Should I do it? So what we do, we've actually created a process. So we bucket things, there's stages, there's steps, it's pretty easy. And we walk you through it with our resources to make sure that you do all the accurate steps for your idea to make it a success.
You had told me about a situation where a young child, the parents came up and said, my daughter or son had a really good idea. We'd like to see if this product could be marketed, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Give me a little hint around it without revealing all the details.
Well, I can't say too much because they're actually right in the development stage right now.
Okay, so a kid's got an idea and a parent wants to help.
Yeah,
Let's take it from that point.
He's got a great idea. He's got lots of drive and passion. He's in, I think, grade 9 now. And the parents really wanted to help him. They didn't have the money, they didn't have the wherewithal, they didn't have the resources, but they wanted to help. They found us, and we've actually turned to them and said, you know what, we'd like to start kind of like a scholarship program. We'd like to give you the first step. We'd like to help you get over that first hump and get the ball rolling. For everybody out there, there's a lot of steps you can do on your own before you really need us. So why not lay the groundwork, especially with a child, to say, hey, this is what you need to do.
Well, and not only that, but you love helping kids, just like me.
Well, and I love telling kids that anything's possible. If you dream big, if you ask for help, if you reach out, anything, you can do anything.
So, tell me about the journey. So you've helped him on a few occasions. And has he reciprocated? Has he embraced your help, or has he have an attention deficit?
No, and actually, you know what? He's quite an intelligent young boy. I was blown away at the initiative that he took.
Okay.
He went and did research on the internet. He asked other people for help, not to go above and beyond us, but he wanted to understand what the process is and what it's all about and what it entails. And any little step that I gave him kind of as a worksheet, he worked through diligently on his own, with his parents, with his teachers at school. I couldn't believe it.
Where do you think his product's going to go if it finally gets to the manufactured market?
You know what? I think he's got a potential to run with a lot of products and to do a lot of things with it.
Really?
He's got that drive, that passion, and he's open to people's ideas. He doesn't think it's his way or the highway. He thinks, I really want to do this. I've got other ideas. So how do I do this? How do I do it quick? How do I do it successfully? Yeah, he's a smart kid. I love working with him.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
So your business is all about that.
It's all about that. It's, you know, there's 3 buckets. It's designing, producing, and selling. If you can understand that those are the 3 buckets, you don't have to do them all at once. And the thing is everyone's unique, everyone's idea, everyone's product is unique, but this is the groundwork. This is what everybody needs to go through, but we tailor it to each person.
Okay, so before we dump off on this, there is something that drives every entrepreneur. Fear, vision, desperation, all of that, some of that, part of that.
All of it.
You?
Passion. For me, it's passion. You know, it took me a long time to figure out what I was passionate about. And it took, I guess, kind of hitting rock bottom before I realized, okay, enough is enough. I'm miserable. I hate what I'm doing. What is it that I like to do?
Hitting rock bottom for you looked like what?
Working at a job that I was working at 7 days a week for somebody I despised. I couldn't stand to look at them anymore. Making not as much money as I thought I was worth or my time was worth. And really doing nothing. I wasn't giving anything to my community. I wasn't getting anything in return. It was just a job, and it was not where I wanted to be.
So how did you finally make that determination to take the step?
I'd really, I guess, hit rock bottom and decided, I need to turn to somebody. I need
So you
to
didn't want
get-
to be, didn't want to be that miserable anymore?
I couldn't be. It was eating me up. I am such a happy, easygoing person that being this, I guess, alter ego was killing me. It was horrible. So I turned to somebody who is a guru in the industry. I said, I just need 5 minutes of your time. I'm so stuck. I've been doing the same thing over and over again. How do we get out of this?
And?
I met with him, told him my story, and he said, wow, you really haven't got any sourcing experience, so overseas manufacturing. I speak to them and I understand it, but you've never been there. Oh my gosh, I thought this is great. This is the window. Not that I thought I was going to go into entrepreneurship. I thought I was going to get a better job. So I booked a trip to China. I went there on my own. There was a trade show going on, a fair going on. I met with tons of factories. In that moment, I realized there was an opportunity for me to do what I love to do, and that's help other people.
And now you've been helping them ever since.
And now I've been helping them. You know what? It's great. It's something that I could go to bed at night and feel really great about giving somebody beliefs, giving somebody hope, giving somebody, yeah, you can do that.
And give them some direction that actually works versus theory.
And it's everybody that we touch has a success story. Whether they've revamped their product, maybe they came to us and they said, this is what I want to do. And I said, well, hey, if we alter it and switch it and you go in this direction, you're going to be successful. And so many people have come back, even if they don't work with us. We do an assessment evaluation. It's called Map the Gap. With everybody who's got an idea, this is the first thing. We assess where you're at, and we know where you've got to be, and we tell you, hey, these are the steps. If you just switch this, if you look at this differently, if you try this, you'll be a success. Not all of those people come back to us to be clients. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with giving a little bit of encouragement and a little bit of positive enforcement to say, you can do it. If you've got the gumption, you want to do it on your own, hey.
And the idea of actually reaching to give somebody a bit of I like that, map the gap, give them some of that without really attaching yourself to it.
No, and I don't like to call it free because it's not free. It's an interaction. It's a relationship. I follow up with every single one of these clients. Whether you're a paying client or we met and I helped you kind of on to the next step, I always follow up.
Yeah.
How's it going? Like, what's happening? I'm so excited because
You're fascinated, actually.
I am. I love it, and I love
Getting
it.
a call from you, actually, people should subscribe to that. Yeah, I get a phone call from you. Hi, Garth Sheena, or I get an email. I'm like, okay, what's she on today? Right? So
What's going on today?
yeah, but you're always very interested, very fascinated. Thanks for being a part of the show.
Thanks so much, Garth.
I know we're going to talk very briefly in another segment about the work that we love to do with kids, and just talk a little bit about that, although we touched on it. But we're wrapping on this one. So the resume and the professional and personal profile is now
Awesome.
done. We are now closing the door, but you'll probably kick it open. All right, thanks for being a part of the show, and we'll talk to you soon.